One of the most difficult stories that can be told is the story of the Dimona reactor in Palestine, or what the Jews did to Israel. Why is it difficult? Because the secret information of all the countries after 2025 will reveal the documents that existed in the past before this date. But the Jews, Israel, America, Britain, Argentina, all the countries that have something to do with the Dimona agent, or France, the nature of all these countries will never come out. Documents related to this nuclear program. The Israeli makes information very unavailable. Secondly, Israel, by following a policy of nuclear ambiguity which neither proves nor denies the issue that it has a nuclear program or has a nuclear weapon or a nuclear bomb, leaving proof relieves friends and removes embarrassment from them, like America. It allows international institutions not to monitor the issue inside Israel and leaves the exile to act as a deterrent to the enemies, which are the Arab countries surrounding Israel. Their program. Very early, after the declaration of the State of Israel in Palestine in 1948, Ben-Gurion began to search for any project of establishment, meaning a nuclear weapon. In any Israel, it began to take place in the desert, mining for uranium, and one person means any German-Israeli mother of German origins named Bergman, who was appointed to this project and the work of an energy authority. Israeli descendants in the years 52 and 55 worked in a large center located in the south of Dimona, and Dimona is one of the cities in Palestine. In the south of the city, this center worked, and the director of this center was Shimon Breeze in 55. And at that time, he was the director of the Ministry of Defense. And that's why now this center is called the Shimon Breeze Nuclear Research Center. The year 55, America sold me, the Jews, a peaceful reactor in Tel Aviv. This reactor was not allowed to the Jews if they turned it into a nuclear weapon to produce plutonium, which could make a nuclear weapon. And America did not want the Jews to make a nuclear weapon so as not to provoke the Arab countries if it resorted to the Soviet Union during the time of the Cold War. Of course, between the Soviet Union and America, so that they could also make a nuclear weapon. Therefore, as it placed restrictions on Israel in this field, but Israel wanted to charge a nuclear weapon, it pointed out from behind America, it went to France and offered to France that they were working on a project, meaning a nuclear weapon, in Israel. And at that time, France stipulated that Israel participate in the 1956 war, which is the war they made against Egypt in 1956. Wow, because of Gamal Abdel Nasser's nationalization of the Suez Canal, and Israel agreed to this and actively participated in the war, and nothing was achieved in it. As you know, it is not. What they did not succeed in means achieving any successes on the land of Egypt. In the year 56, but the partnership between France and Israel continued, and in the year 57 already France began to build the nuclear reactor. They succeeded in this matter. Almost in the late 60s and the late 50s, the early 60s, I mean Shimon Breeze, after that announced that this reactor was done in 1960, and it cost $80,000, and it printed a large number at that time, and most of this money or text was collected from American Jews through donations. The matter was far from the eyes of America, but America in the year 60, inches after the reactor, the matter was not suspected and investigated, and at that time Ken Day was the leader of America, or the president of America at that time. Wow. He sat with Ben-Gurion, but Ben-Gurion tuned if they did anything and let America search in Israel, and America searched in misleading places, and they did not continue to do anything at this time. In the year 63, it purchased 100 tons of uranium from Argentina. Canadian intelligence also revealed this matter to America, but Israel refused to acknowledge it. That is, Israel was able to make the bomb, as you say. I mean, the different narratives are secret topics. What is very accurate, I mean, the information between the year 65 and the year 68, most likely in the year 67, they made the first Jewish bomb. And America confirmed this in the year 69, and sat at that time Nixon with Golda Meir, prime minister at the time, and discussed the topic, and in the end America accepted the topic. But Israel agreed not to conduct nuclear tests or declare its nuclear capabilities in 1969. America pressured other countries to sign the Non-Proliferation Treaty. Indeed, the world in the year 70, most of the world signed this treaty. Almost 191 countries signed it, but Israel refused to sign it, as well as India and Pakistan, who were also working on nuclear projects like Israel. And until now, the three states have not signed the treaty. The nuclear program remained secret of Israel. The incident remained secret in the year 86,186 revealed. This program is one named Mordecai Vanunu, who was working on this nuclear project, and then after that, it was a secret about him. He revealed this topic in 1986. It is possible, God willing. We remain dedicated to you an episode on this topic. This is the first announcement of the explicit nuclear program about Israel, and after that they ignored the topic and did not talk about it in the media. After that, it is believed that Israel possesses 90 nuclear warheads and the Dimona complex that produces these weapons, and the nuclear warheads are not subject to IAEA control. World, but she rides, by monitoring another peaceful reactor located in the middle of Palestine. This is the situation in which the Damon reactor, or the story of the construction of the Damon reactor, is simultaneous with the construction of the Damon reactor, the attempt of the Jews to thwart the existing nuclear projects in the Arab countries. I mean, at the same time that he is working on a project that wants to stop the other projects that were working in other countries, the two most famous countries, or the most important two countries, were working in this field for Iraq and Egypt. Iraq had built a nuclear reactor, and Israel's strike is in progress. In the year 81, a large number of Iraqi atomic scientists were assassinated in relation to Egypt. The Jews also assassinated a number of Egyptian scientists working in the field of atomic, and they were first-class scientists, meaning scientifically superior in the world, such as Ali Mustafa Musharafa, Samira Musa Samir Nagib, and Nabil Al-Kalaini, Yahya Al-Mashhad. Of course, this has largely disrupted the nuclear projects in Iraq and Egypt, and the situation now in the Arab countries is nuclear. Qualitatively, the UAE has 4 nuclear reactors. Of course, this is a large number for the world. This means the countries that have limited nuclear reactors in the world. The UAE has 4 nuclear reactors. Saudi Arabia is soon seeking to possess the first nuclear reactor, and in some countries, people say that it already has 2 nuclear facilities in cooperation with China and Pakistan, but God knows this with this news. But official steps announced they are seeking. They have projects to produce the first nuclear reactor if they have more than 1 reactor in the future. Egypt, which has long experience in the field, established the first nuclear reactor in the late 1950s in Anshas in Sharqiya, and it was opened in 1961. And it was supposed to develop over the years, but due to many circumstances related to the War of 67 and the War of 73 and other circumstances after that, these projects were disrupted, so the field was delayed. But thank God that Egypt also worked in 2000 and signed 15 partnership contracts with Russia. The construction of a new nuclear reactor located in Dabaa on the northern coast by the sea is always on average, and it is under implementation, and it means, God willing, that there will be high prices for manufacturing nuclear weapons. There is no problem of repairing them. The technology exists all over the world, and the materials are available. The uranium and others are also available to buy the issue. The decision issue means beta taken to create or to produce a nuclear weapon, but it is. Technology is not a problem, and let's not forget that Pakistan, a Muslim country, and then we are already technologically advanced in this field, and the powers of the world in general, our brothers, are opposing. Don't worry about the heart of one man. I mean, you have America in the direction of Russia, in the direction of China, in the direction of North Korea, in the direction of technology. Pakistan's weapons. India are opposing forces. So it is possible that many countries exploit such conflicts to reach. The most important thing is that Arab and Islamic countries join forces in this field, a union of strength. When there are more than from a team, economic potential with political potential, with social potential in places where it is possible for reactors to arise, such as the reactors, with technical and scientific capabilities. All of this, when gathered from such a country, will have a great impact, and there is a kind of terrorism for the enemy. And we ask God Almighty to bless us with the right vision, good work, and success in defending the nation of Islam. May God reward us with the best. May God's peace, mercy, and blessings be upon you.